Sometimes the grass looks greener on the other side until you realize it's not even real grass, it's astroturf. Life has a way of showing us that everything that looks better isn't always deeper. Everything that looks peaceful isn't always rooted. And sometimes when the ground underneath you starts sliding, the lesson is not to panic. The lesson is to adjust. Because no matter what life throws at you, the assignment is still the same. Always move forward.
Hey, gentlemen, gentlewomen, guess what? Well, I had a talk with my guy. He's doing some work in my house. And we talked and processed some things out. But he told me that, and I haven't seen him. Wow, actually, he recognized me. I had to try to put it together. I get my readers. So, and we talked then, but we talked again today. Now, this is why I realized. He was talking about when he had a situation with his first wife. He's married twice. The first wife, and she went and did some things with his nephew. Him and his nephew is really tight. Him and his nephew is really tight, you know. So they're like, and his ex-wife had some discretions, and so he just let her ride. Yeah, other people are telling him what he should do and what he shouldn't do. You know, everybody want to be in your business, except people that are in your business. And he told them, and he was telling me, he said, but you know, they don't understand. God had a bigger plan. You can have the house, you can have all these other things. I just want my peace. And that's what we just want, our peace. And he said, but God had a bigger plan. And he used an example on the flip side. He said, the grass may be greener. The grass is green right here, but when you look over the hill, what you see is brown grass. You think the grass is greener on the next side, but when it's green right now. But he said, no, it's got to be green on the other side. So you go over the hill, look over the mountain, look over the hill, look down below, and you see brown grass. Now he says brown grass. Now this is the analogy. I said, people think the grass is green on the other side. It is. I believe that it is, because you see what you see. And so especially if you're superficial, there's greener on the other side due to the fact that the grass is astroturf. For those who do not know football vernacular, astroturf is turf that you use, well, you know, it's not grass, it's artificial grass. And the thing about artificial grass that a lot of ball players complain about is that it doesn't give. Versus the old grass, it has depth. I mean, you try to work it out. That's the key thing, work it out. But some people don't want to work it out. They want out. So that's why the grass is green on the other side. And look, say, yeah, oh, he's pretty. He's better. She's better. And this and that, and all that good stuff. And but what happens is that it's astroturf. Ain't nothing real at all. So with that being said, that's what we talked about. But what happened is that I said, you know, and he said, well, God has me in this situation. God has me. And people understand God sees the bigger picture. Yeah, God sees the bigger picture. And I say he does. And in North Carolina, it's like a big snow blurry, you know, I'm from Chicago, so we're kind of accustomed to snow and bad streets and being able to navigate it through it. But when you're not accustomed to it, you know, sometimes God allows things to happen so you can learn how to navigate through them. And just let's say example for a bad road. You know, if anybody's on here, you ever drove on ice? Or should I say slid on ice? Now, when you're driving, this is something that a lot of people don't know. And a lot of people cannot drive on ice because they have not been trained. I come from a colder climate, and we're accustomed to driving on ice and snow. We don't like it, but we know how to deal with it when it happens. And certain areas when the streets are certain environments not equipped to handle things as others are. Okay, the analogy is that just like being on the road and you're sliding, you're navigating life on the road and you think everything's fine. And then you get a rainstorm, but you get a snowstorm, right? but you still gotta get on the road to get to your destination. I mean, weather it doesn't stop anybody when you gotta get to your destination. But what happens is that you're on the road because you're getting to your destination. You can't go as fast because it's rough terrain. So you have to learn how to adjust. See, the thing is, a lot of people don't want to adjust. They want the things the way they want them. And even if they don't want to control anything. But see, that's the thing, they want to be in control. So therefore, because they can't handle not having total control, they'll withdraw and they won't do anything. Or they run away and they'll walk away. Nobody wants to work anymore. Because even the Bible says, faith without works is dead being alone. Yeah, but go figure, that's just the Bible, right? But that's real talk for real people. So you're on rough terrain and you're on ice, right? And you start sliding. And that's what people fear. Let's say they fear the slide of a bad relationship or a hostile environment because of a disagreement. A hostile environment because you say one thing, I say another thing. So either we work it out or I'm out. And when you work things out, you have different opinions, you have different mindsets. So you generally have to come to a compromise that's more feasible for both of you. But some people want to do that. So let me use the example for the ice. So you're driving on the ice. And when you drive on the ice, this is the thing that people don't know about driving on the ice. You got to roll with it. You got to rock with it. So when you're driving and the road's not good, and it's icy on the ground, it's ice on the ground, and you start to slide. What do? You ride with the slide. And then because you're sliding and looking for the part to catch. So you slide, you roll with it, you turn with it. And then you know how to adjust with how you're driving. It's like life. You get a bad situation, you need to roll with it until you find something that, if you can latch on to it, it can be all right. You latch on it, inch by inch is a cinch. I don't believe that. I believe inch by inch is progress. It's not a cinch, because that inch could be a monster. But the thing is, movement is for progression. It's not digression. It's not regression. It's for progression. So it's sliding on the ice. Now these roads are they're clean now in North Carolina. But I was driving in the streets. I did slid the other day, and I did adjust. And there's minimum damage. And there was no damage because I knew how to adjust with what I had. And then I had to get assistance to get out the situation so you can move forward. Assistance, like I stated before, I said that one guy was like, no, you're never going to move, because he was looking from a lens of limitation. I'll look for a lens that I know what destination I need to go. And just because I got this rough patch don't mean it's over. That's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Doesn't mean that I'm going to keep on moving until I can't move at all. And if I can't get assistance, I have different plans. Like the goal is to look beyond your first move. Okay, this move, I'm working this move the best I can. If this move is not effective, there's no movement there, and time is of the essence, let me start moving toward the next move on the move. Life is a chessboard. It's how you play the game determines how you come out. You go figure, right? You know, sit that around. Straight. And down. You kicked out. I just want to share with this segment on when you're sliding on a situation, you need to adjust, or you need to adjust on solid ground. When you get a catch, you adjust with that catch, and then you report on it. That's all you can do in life. It's all about perspective, how you look. And you catch something, and you try to tune in on what you can adjust on. If you can adjust on it, you can move with it. You may can't rock as fast, but you're still rocking progression, not regression. Yeah. If you don't remember anything else from this video, remember this. Every day you get a vertical, make it your goal in life to always move forward and never look back. This is a hero's journey with Dr. D, and we